Ladies and gents and the rest, today I'm going to show you how to start playing Warcraft Rumble correctly and how to be the most efficient while being free-to-play player or low spender. The game has been out for 4 months and we have a lot of changes. That's why I'm making this new beginner's guide. If you're not beginners, just close this video. You're not going to find anything new for yourself. There is a lot of mistakes that can be made when you're starting your journey. And we are going to prevent these mistakes from happening in this video. We're going to start with the most important thing and the most critical mistake that you should not make. Let's actually go here. This is, by the way, this is my main account. This is not free-to-play account. I have another one. We'll get there in a second. So this is your profile. You have this collection level. It's max. So look at the numbers that I get. Like, let's just memorize this mega XP boost number. If I ever get a mega tome of experience, my units will be getting 25,000 experience. Now let's go to my free-to-play account and see how much I'm gonna get on my free-to-play account. Okay, this is my free-to-play account. And if you go here, you will see that here I will only get 15,000 experience. So 25K on the main account and on 15 on the free-to-play. Why? Because my collection level here is much lower. Your collection level determines how much experience you're going to be getting from different activities in the game. How do we get this 50 something to increase our collection level? As soon as you get 50 points or whatever it's called, your collection level will go up by 1. And as you saw, the maximum is 50. Every time it goes up by 1, all these things increase. Let's take a look at the unit, some simple unit, and see how it works. So you get your collection level point for getting levels on your units. So if I get level 16, if I get 12,000 experience on this Harvest Golem, it's going to be level 16. 1 goes here. It's going to be 1 out of 50. I can upgrade this unit. If I click upgrade, if I have enough stars, we'll talk about stars. If I have enough stars, this slot will unlock. Right now it's gray. You see it's gray, and this guy is blue, green, sorry. If it becomes green when you upgrade it, it adds few levels. I believe it's like 5 levels right away, just for upgrading this unit. When this slot is unlocked, we go here, click the chest, boom. So now the talents, each unit has 3 talents. These talents can randomly show up in this grid. Let's say you found the talent that you wanted out of those 3. You bought that talent and you don't have, if we go back to our Harvest Golem, let's say this talent, this slot was unlocked. You bought the talent and now you have this talent here and these 2 are still locked. So the talents for this unit will stop showing up in the store, in a grid, until you unlock the next slot. Now let's talk about this grid. How the hell does that work? Let's actually take a screenshot, go to Paint, and I will show you something. Here's the mechanic of the grid. Let's say you buy these vultures. If you buy it, everything here and everything here will be replaced with new units. And you can only have, I believe, 5 units in the grid at the simultaneously. If you buy this shaman, for example, this and this will be replaced with new units. Let's manipulate this mechanic and take advantage of that. Let's go back to the game. So this is what we have now. Let's say you're looking for something and you want everything to be replaced. What do? Exactly. Each move costs you 5 gold. So don't do it. I'm just showing you how to do it just to make a guide, right? Okay. Now if we buy these bandits, that means that everything here and everything here will be replaced, right? That's how the mechanic works. So let's buy that. Boom. Not that if I needed that, but you guys understand the point, right? Boom. Now everything, all 5 units were replaced. This is how you do it if you want to cycle through the grid, if you're looking for something desperately. And don't forget one more time, the talents for units show up only if units have empty slots. If all the slots are filled or there is no empty slots, the talents for the unit will never show up. Now let's talk about upgrading units. Let's go back to our Harvest Golem. I don't know why I'm using this guy today, but right now this guy is gray. If we upgrade this guy, look how much of everything we need to upgrade from gray to green. We need 3 stars and we need 500 energy. In the grid here, you buy stars. You see, the star for a unit costs 90 gold. The star for a hero will cost you 120 gold. Let's say we upgraded from green to gray. We spent 3 stars, so we found 3 stars for this unit, and we had enough Arclight energy. We'll talk about how to farm Arclight energy. And now our unit is green. Let's say this is now upgraded unit, by the way. This is green. If we want to upgrade it further, which means we want to unlock a blue slot, next slot, look how much it costs now. Now it costs 10 stars instead of 3. It costs 2000 Arclight energy instead of 500. And now we also need a new reagent called Rare Core. Which means the cheapest way to increase this collection level is to have first upgrade on every single unit, which leads us to the first thing that you need to understand. Your first goal, if you want to be the most efficient as a free-to-play player or low spender, you need to buy every single unit and you need to upgrade every single unit to green quality and buy first talent. By the way, also forgot to mention, if you buy a talent, like having a talent in the slot also adds levels to your unit, and as a result, it adds levels to your collection level. Buy all the talents, buy all the units, and buy a first talent on every single unit, including heroes. That is the first rule that you need to understand, because if you buy, and which leads us to the next thing to remember, if you buy first a wrong talent to buy a second talent, for example, you bought this is the right talent, but let's say you didn't know what to buy. I will give you all the right talents and order of importance at the end. But let's say you bought the bad first talent that is useless piece of shit. People still do it. I still have made this mistake. I have 2 useless talents and a third talent. I have to upgrade it to epic. If you buy a bad talent that you don't need, in order to buy a second talent, you need to farm this. And it's going to cost you a lot of resources. And by the way, you see how many units you have and how you can only have 5 things in the grid at the same time, which means you spend ages to get, where is this guy? You're going to spend ages to get 10 stars for this Quillboar. I mean, it's already 8, but if you didn't have 8, you know what I'm saying? It's a very, very, very long process. So buying the first right talent is very important. I'll give you all the list of the talents that you need, and you're not going to make this mistake. But that's what I'm trying to explain. This is pretty much the one main point of this video. Now let's talk about how to efficiently spend your gold. As you can see right now in the grid, you see 1 star, 1 star, 1 star. This is what you never buy as free-to-play players. By the way, one thing I would recommend buying, actually, I know it's free-to-play, you don't have to buy it, but I would recommend that. There's going to be a booster that will be offered to you pretty much at the beginning of the game that will give you a permanent increase of gold and experience. I have this booster on this account. I bought that. This is pretty much the only thing that I bought. So just letting you know. This is a very good investment, even if you plan to be free-to-play players. I would buy it. It's amazing. So from time to time, you're going to see green offer, which you saw with Shaman and the Bandits, that gives you 4 stars right away. You will see blue offer, and you will see epic offer. The reason why you should buy those and only those, and you start looking for those offers only after you buy, after you upgrade all your units once. After that, you start fishing for those, and you don't try not to waste gold on this 1-star deals. Because those little bundles, green bundle with 4 stars, 900 bundle with, I believe, 18 stars. I don't remember how many exactly, but it's a good deal as well. And the purple bundle, epic bundle, with I believe it's 33 stars. The star will cost you less gold if you buy these bundles. And since you are free-to-play players who don't want to spend gold and who are not trying to be the best at this game, who are not trying to be at the top of the PvP ladder, you don't have to, you're not in a rush. You can simply do your dailies, do whatever you can do in the game, and then wait for these offers. That way you will spend your money efficiently, your gold. And a general rule, if you decide to spend money, try to buy these deals. Don't buy things from here. Like, don't buy gold like that. Unless you're whales and you don't care about what to buy. Like, if you're whales, you wouldn't be watching this video anyway. So yeah, the deals are here. Buy only these deals, and you will be offered a lot of great deals as you progress through the campaign, and everything's going to be fine. So this is the grid, and let me show you the difference between upgrade costs. So like I said, when you're gray, it costs this. When you're green, it costs this. 10 stars, rare core, 2000 Arclight energy. And when you want to upgrade blue to epic, that's how much it costs. And these epic cores are really expensive. They are much harder to get, you know, and it costs you 25 stars. Also, there is legendary upgrades. I'll show you. You see, I have 5 epic cores, 27 rare cores, 0 legendary cores. There are legendary upgrades. A legendary upgrade will pretty much, actually, you know what? Let's go to my main account. I'll show you. Well, this is not for beginners, because by the time you get here, you will not be a beginner, but I'll still show you since I started. So when you are epic and you want to be a legendary, this is what you need. You need 20,000 Arclight energy. Imagine how many upgrades you can do for this amount of Arclight energy. 25 stars again, one more time, and 1 legendary core. And you're going to get +1 level. My opinion, it's very inefficient if you're, especially if you're free-to-play players. Like, don't even think about it. I'm just showing you what awaits you eventually. And these legendary cores, just in case, I will show you as you progress through the campaign. When you complete all the zones, you see this right there? You're going to get 1 legendary core for this. And 1 more I'll show you a little bit later. By the way, I have this 5 red buttons here. We need these buttons for right here. We can click this button. We have 5 of these red buttons. Do it. Boom. It resets everything and replaces it with new units. In case you don't want to do the trick with replacing everything yourself by buying something, you can do that. You get this button, I believe, 1 every 24 hours, and sometimes you get this button as a reward in here. When you click it like every 4 hours, it might give you the button too. That is the store. I hope I explained everything. Now let's move here and let's take a look at what we have. All right, here you have your skins for the towers, for your Murlocs, for your Kobolds, sorry. I'm pretty sure you will be able to, or will be able to have skins for more things in the future. These are the emotes. I don't need to explain you that. These are obvious things. Okay, map. This is very. There's a lot of things to talk about. Well, number 1, this is obvious. You do your dailies every single day. These dailies can have a lot of different rewards. Blizzard recently buffed this. You can get up to 1,500 gold as a reward just for doing 3 daily quests, right? It's amazing. 1,500 gold if you have a booster. If you don't have a booster, it's going to be 1,000 only. Now, there is a guide on how to do quests correctly and how to target farm. I will put the screenshot on the screen, and I will leave the link for the guide in the description. If you care about, if you're like nerds and geeks like me, you can just stop the video, go ahead and see how the quests, how experience works. It's very complicated. I don't want to get into that right here in this video. So this is where you do quests. Let's talk about PvP first, and then we'll talk about the heroic campaign. Here is the problem with PvP. Not a problem, but the mechanic of PvP. First of all, there is obviously a few units that are always used in every situation in the game. But in most of cases, PvP meta changes every 2 weeks. Because as you can see, modifier changes in 7 days. So this, I believe this modifier is the one that will change. So right now, current modifier is Dragon Towers, Bounty Hunt, and Hero's Resolve. Let's take a look at, for example, this modifier. Bounty Hunt. Gain extra gold for every 5 enemies you kill. What does that mean? That means that, for example, let's say these chickens. The best unit in the world. So these chickens, you see how many of them you have? They are very strong. They kill tanks like that. However, with this modifier, this unit will not be usable because it's going to give a lot of gold to your opponent when they die. So all these squads, like things like that, is still good actually, but just in theory. These units are not going to be popular. So when this modifier changes, where is it? When this modifier changes, it says next modifier is First Strike. First Strike gives you, I believe, triple attack on the first hit. So units that have a lot, that do a lot of damage on their first attack, or just a lot of damage in general, are going to be popular. For example, this Worgen, like look at the way it works. We throw him, and his first attack, boom. You see how strong it is? Because when he comes out of stealth, he does ambush attack, which is increased. And with that modifier, this unit might be extremely in demand, which means you will need different units in your deck every 2 weeks. That's why the general rule about what units do I need for PvP, you need absolutely everything. Because depending on a modifier, you might need that or chickens or that Worgen, right? So I hope you understand how it works. As a free-to-play player, you will still be able to, like when you start playing, you will still be able to get the rewards for all this, you know, silver strategies, golden. You're gonna pretty much, you stop somewhere like right here after gold. Somewhere around that. At the beginning of your journey, obviously. So do as much as you can and then stop. The rewards are not will not be reset every season because I believe they're reset after Platinum 3 only. So eventually, I'm pretty sure Blizzard is going to fix it, and they will completely reset the whole PvP ladder, and you will be able to earn these rewards every season. I don't know if I said that, but the season lasts 6 weeks. So yeah, that's PvP. Again, if you're free-to-play players, don't chase the meta because you will never catch it. It's always different. We always need different units. Now, the campaign. Let's go, actually, let's go to my free-to-play account because it's already finished here. Okay, we are free-to-play players again. So, when you start doing the campaign, start playing a campaign, which is the very first thing that will be available for you. This is a heroic campaign. This is what it looks like. You have to kill every boss with each family. When you do a normal campaign, you will only have to kill this boss using whatever you want to use, and that's it, right? So when you progress through normal campaign, at some point heroic campaign will be unlocked. This is what it looks like. For every single kill with the different family, you get tons of experience, and when you use all 5 families successfully, you're gonna get 300 gold. So at the beginning of the game, you're gonna have plenty of gold, plenty of resources, a lot of things. By the way, I was at the end of this video already and I forgot about the thing that you should do. Very first thing that you should do before you even start playing the game. You click here. You join the guild. This is my guild. This is my free-to-play account guild. You join the guild. Why? Because you get all of that every season for free. What do you get in the guild? If we click here, you get 1 tome of experience for Alliance for 2,000, 4,000, and 6,000. Same thing with beasts and every single family. So you will get 15 tomes of experience for free. Every single season, Blizzard adds a new unit to our collection, and this unit will be accessible. You can buy it in the store. You can get it right here. Obviously, when I say get it, I'm talking about stars for a unit. Like it's a unit and 10 stars for it, I believe. And you will be able to get it in PvP as well. Joining the guild is like the very first thing that you should do, because every time you do, I'll show you how to farm, how to get these points. And you get, like I said, this new unit. You get this emote, which I don't care about, and you get this epic core. This is the reagent to upgrade units to epic quality. Here's how you get points for filling up this bar and getting rewards. Number 1, you use PvP. Let's say I have a Hogger, 3400 rating. I have Murkai, 500 rating, and Charlga, 0 rating. So out of these 3 beast heroes, Hogger has the highest rating. If I PvP with Hogger, every time I win, I believe every 200 honor points will be added here as the beast points, because I use beast heroes, right? This works the same way for every family. So the hero with the highest PvP rating will give you the points for this bar. So the trick here is that you can drop your rating. I mean, you lose games intentionally at the end of the season, so that when the season starts, all your 3 heroes, I believe, will be, if the rating is 0, all 3 heroes will count, or at least one of them will count toward, like, will give you points for this bar. And you know, getting points from 0 is much easier than getting points from 3,000, because it's not going to drop lower. Second way to do it is Arclight Surges. I don't have it on the map yet, but you will see that it's gonna be like a little symbol of surge here. Like one area goes like electrified, and you will be able to go here and just complete these bosses and get extra gold. You're gonna be able to complete it. It's gonna be different buffs, different conditions. It's a fun mode. It gives you free gold. So for completing this Arclight Surge, you're gonna get points for the guild as well. And the last button that we click is events. Well, let's talk about it. In events, we have raids are not available yet. We have dungeons. So here's how it works. This is very complicated, and you need to listen very carefully. You see this symbol? This is a beast symbol. So today's week is a beast week. What does that mean? That means that you can only do dungeons using beast heroes, and you can always use dungeons using only one family. You cannot do the dungeon with absolutely any hero that you have in the game. No, that's not how it works. So when like this week is a beast week, what does that mean? Like, let's go back to the store. That means that in the store, you can find stars for beast heroes. When this week ends, which is, I believe, every Wednesday now, used to be every Saturday. When the week ends, you see this again, the beast symbol is going to change. You can actually look at the schedule. I believe it's right here. Yeah. So right there. This is the beast week. Next week is going to be Alliance week, then Horde week, then Blackrock week, Undead week, beast week, and so on. So you can, this is your schedule. So next week is going to be Alliance week, which means next week the heroes here are going to be only Alliance heroes. So you'll never find any Blackrock heroes. Not the units, but the heroes. heroes are these guys, right? So let's actually, it's my free-to-play account. It shouldn't do it, but okay, let's do this. Buy. Let's see if we're gonna get any stars for heroes, actually. No. There we go. So this is Hogger. This is Chalga. As you can see, there are stars for current heroes. Again, they cost a little more. They cost 120. And you can also get a green offer, blue offer, and epic offer for heroes as well. But only during their beast week. So, the dungeons. What the hell do we do here? When you click enter the dungeon, and you pick a hero, as you can see, you can only pick beast heroes right now. When you pick a hero, and you say begin, and you click begin dungeon, the hero, this is Hogger, this deck right here will be used in the dungeon. So if you want to do the dungeon with the Hogger, you need to prepare your deck right now, right here, and then click do the dungeon. Okay, so when you click do the dungeon, as you can see, you get Arclight energy per boss here. I'm going to show you the trick how to farm Arclight energy, how to get free Arclight energy every week. I mean, everybody knows it. I'm just going to include it in the guide. So here's how it works. Each dungeon has 3 bosses. You have to kill these 3 bosses using the same deck. So you can't kill first boss, then leave the dungeon, change your deck, kill the second boss. No, you're going to be locked. So you kill first boss, you kill second boss, you kill third boss. If you don't make it, if you fail twice, the dungeon is going to end, and that's it. So every time you kill the boss, you get Arclight energy. So you get it 1, 2, 3 times. If you complete the dungeon, you're going to get, at the end, you're going to get this thing. Army upgrade. Grants bonus levels to equipped minis. What does that mean? We go here. Again, let's say you completed the dungeon with using Hogger. You see these slots with the symbols here? Each slot, it says, you see, beast plus 3 bonus levels. That means when I got that army upgrade here, this thing, I used this upgrade on this slot 3 times. This is bronze, by looking at the color of the slot. This is a gold, and this is silver. You can upgrade the hero slot as well. Eventually, your whole deck has to be golden, right? In order to get all the golden slots, you need to complete a level 22 dungeon. So that's pretty much like 22 upgrades, which will cover this whole thing. Everything will be golden. What does that do? Like, for example, you see this up? Cycle. So you go here to our collection, click here, cycle. It gives you all cycle units that have a cycle trait, which means if you put any of these units, let's say bandits, we're going to put it here, they get plus 3 levels. However, let's say this pyromancer is a range, by the way, this is a ranged slot. You go, let's say we just swap it. We'll put a ranged pyromancer into the cycle slot. See, it doesn't get any extra levels. Also, in the decks, bottom slots here can be replaced. So you have options. If you pay 50 Arclight energy, you can reroll this range slot into something like that. Top slots are not replaceable. They're always the same, but bottom slots are replaceable in every deck for every hero. So this is what you get in dungeons. You get Arclight energy and you get this bonus slot upgrades. After level 22, you're gonna, instead of getting this upgrade for slots, you're gonna be getting, I believe, 150 gold. And the maximum level in the game right now is 30. So if you ever achieve a complete level 30 dungeon, it's repeatable every week. Now I'm gonna show you the trick how to farm Arclight energy and have extra Arclight energy every week. When you kill all 3 bosses, the level of the dungeon goes up by 1. So right now, as you can see, the numbers here are green, that means that the difficulty of the dungeon for these levels is very easy. Try to keep it yellow and don't go higher. So let's say you see the dungeon difficulty is yellow. I would still keep it green, but if you want yellow, let it be yellow. When the dungeon difficulty is yellow, you kill first 2 bosses, which means you get the reward for the first boss and for the second boss. And then you stop. You go to the next hero, you do the same thing, you set up the deck, you kill the first and second boss, you get Arclight energy for these first 2 bosses, and you stop. Do the same thing on the third hero. That's how you get Arclight energy for free. Then, this week goes away, you do the same thing on the Alliance heroes, Horde heroes next week, Blackrock, Undead. When it goes back to the Beast week, again, it's all going to be refreshed. And you will be able to farm Arclight energy again. Especially for free-to-play players, that's how you do it. Because Arclight energy, initially you're going to have plenty of that. You're going to be like, oh, that's the most meaningless resource. But when you start upgrading units to epic quality, trust me, you're going to regret. So from day one, use this trick. Once you're able to do dungeons, don't forget about this trick. It's very important. Now you might ask me a question, Bolava, if the most efficient way to spend gold is buying green, blue, and purple offers, then why do we have to buy all the first upgrades first and then start looking for these offers? The answer is you don't have to. You can start farming this way. You can start looking for these offers from the very beginning before you upgrade a single unit. However, it's going to be really hard for you to progress. It's going to be like, at the end of the day, this is a fucking video game. We are here to have fun. And having 1 talent on each unit is enough to progress, to have fun, to come up with cool combos, and stuff like that. That's why I would suggest upgrade everything to green and then start being cheap. I believe this is all you need to know. Again, my main point is that buy a right first talent, and know that these green, purple, and blue offers exist. Everything else, even if you make mistakes or don't understand something, you can always ask, and all those mistakes are fixable for free. These 2 mistakes are not. If you make a mistake, you will have to pay for this with either your time or real money. Now I'm going to give you the first right talent. I'm going to try to make the order of importance, but eventually you will, like I said, you'll have to upgrade every single unit. Now, some of you smart asses think that you know better than I do what the first talent should be. Here's what you do. You go to this guy's channel, which is me. You click playlists, and there is a talent videos. You click here. And here I do video demonstration of every single talent. And again, not my opinion on that, like other YouTubers like to do. They're too lazy to actually do what I do. But the video demonstration, and I show you how to pick talents correctly. If you think you know better, I'm pretty sure 99% of you will agree with me. But the ones who don't, here's a solution for you. I believe this is all for beginners. If you do all that, if you follow all these steps, you will not make mistakes, and you will be able, eventually you'll be able to make your own right decisions when you are educated enough about this game, right? That's all.